Why are the crooks so dumb here that either invade, trespass, try to steal stuff here on the rancho? When I thought back on it recently, right, they tried to swipe my bike, and thank goodness Blackbird was here to intervene. But when I think back on the times that people have invaded the rancho here, they've always been like the dumbest people on planet Earth. Just like the people that can't seem to drive down Dutton Avenue in front of the rancho without slamming, sideswiping, turning their cars over on the roof. This is really like the Bermuda Triangle here, right? Let's get into it this morning. Let's have a little bit of a laugh. And a very good morning to all of you. It is big game day. I don't know if I'm allowed to say Super Bowl day here on the channel. Didn't used to be that way, and then everybody wanted to copyright everything, including their own underwear, whatever, toilet papers, Super Bowl, stuff like that. And I guess it was like maybe 1990, maybe 2000, right? Everybody got real corporate all of a sudden. You couldn't put Super Bowl in your title or stuff like that. I don't know. I guess you can now, but it was like he'd be demonetized or something. Just crazy stuff. But you know, since this is the 13th year on the channel, I've been going down to the Boss and Janet's for probably at least 10 or 11 of those 12 years. And you can see some of the earliest stuff in early 2013 with the Super Bowl parties. And Janet always does it up. I mean, she's a working gal, and it's not gonna be nothing fancy. She works hard, but they always do a great job down there. So I'm looking forward. We're actually going to see Bobby today. I'm going to give him his gift from the Boss and Janet that they've had for Christmas time for him. And what am I giving? I give him the gift of myself. I'm with you, right? That's it. You get to enjoy my presence. That's about it. Anyway, we're going to go down there today. I'm sure we're going to have a good time. I don't really have a real feel for the game as long as it's good. And I've noticed the last few years that the Super Bowls have really been good because parodies in the NFL all the way up through the playoffs. And you rarely have blowouts and things like that. But if one side is going to blow out the other, I suspect it would be the Eagles that would blow it out with the more powerful offense. I don't know, right? And probably Kansas City will score the most points ever scored in a Super Bowl game and make me look more dopey than I already am. But let's get to the main event today, guys. You know, when I think back a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, you know, I didn't even notice my bike was turned the wrong way on the back porch. I kept it on the back porch spanking my bike, right? And you know, I saw a bird that night, and also a flower pot was busted in the succulents that the boss gave me, right? And so I nailed this like I thought a cat knocked it down. And Bird comes up to me that night and says, "Man, somebody tried to steal your bike last night, right? And but they knocked over the flower pot, and man, they were so high and so drunk." The guy was stumbling through all the plastic furniture and tables and wires out there on the back deck and the tent legs and things like that. The guy just couldn't make it through. Right, he made so much noise that it even woke Blackbird out of his stupor, right, to come out there and confront the guy. Well, that's when I decided to close the big front gate. I'd enjoyed a time when the big gates, the main gates for the rancho, were open, and it made it convenient to come in and turn around the truck and you know, pretend you're on the set of Dallas or right the Big Valley or something coming through the entrance. Well, that dog is gone, right? That dog is done hunting now. That's all closed up. So hopefully we won't have any more walk on traffic. But when I think back over the years, right? When I think back, like when Missy Jen was here and like, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago, we woke up in the morning and somebody's pants, underwear, and here's another thing. Why do people always strip off their clothes? I mean, I don't get it. There was pants, underwear. There was the person left keys. money. Imagine you're so dumb, you're so high, you're so mucked up that instead of taking something, you leave stuff when you leave money on the property. And I remember we called the police. Well, what are we supposed to do? You got to get the credit cards and a license, and even left dirty sweatshirt and pants and shoes and socks and undies and money. It's like, well, the cops, what do you? I said, what are we going to do, right? Are you going to track this person down? The guy just turned around and laughed. Yeah, you handle it, This is when I knew that policing in America was changing, right? There was no more friendly Officer Cali beat cop. Oh, I hit him up in the head with me, get clubbed. Don't worry about it. I'll find it. Then, another time I'm working and I'm going around to get into the orchard and do some work, right? And all of a sudden I see somebody, like picking peaches or so. I can't remember what the hell, peaches or plums in the orchard. I'm like, what the hell, right? And the person sees me, right? And they turn around and run off the property. And they literally almost knocked themselves out on the tree of doom. Turned around, started running full force into that tree. Right? And I end up helping the person up, right? And blood, and his cuts and stuff. All right, bro? No hable inglés, lo siento, sorry. Comida, food. I ended up giving the guy a bag of peaches, right? I felt so bad, right? And then on top of that, this recent theft of the bicycle, the guy is so jacked up. I mean, he for some reason, he wants to strip, and he leaves his sweatshirt. His girly sweatshirt here on the back. So it's like Rancho. It's like I don't know, man. It's just like we can't lose around here, no matter what we do. I mean, you come in here and it's like a chamber of horrors if you're going to try to take something. The only one it ever successfully did, we had a big bag of cans on the back deck and on the back porch, and somebody had come through and swiped those cans. Obviously, they keep an eye on, the property from the alley there, particularly in wintertime when there's not a lot of foliage and people are at the fence looking. The transients stand down there, and then it's worse than a trailer park around here sometimes. But man, we just seem to have the dumbest crooks. We're like that Bermuda Triangle. All right, guys. I thought about selling my gun because I don't even need it around here. We got crooks that take care of them, that dispose of themselves on the property. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day today. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. I have a vintage audio video coming up. There's going to be more and more of them. As the rain saturates the ground, the metal detecting gets a little easier here. We do metal detecting, demonstration, cooking, baking, live streams. We just had a really great fun live stream in Petaluma last night. Going to be hitting the road for Las Vegas and LA. Going to be visiting the fire areas now that all the publicity and hubbub has died down. We'll see what really people are up against up there, because up in some of those places, Altadena and other places, those people are being referred to as zombies now because they're kind of wandering around their home sites, right? Like clawing the earth. I mean, it's kind of sad, right? So we'll be doing that. I'd love you to be a part of it. So like and subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications, and enjoy the Super Bowl today. All right, thanks everybody.